How's it going, everybody? Hopefully this new setup works. I'm seeing a couple people here in the chat showing up already. Yeah, things are different. I moved upstairs. Could you please show where this is, the Savannah Vortex? It's blurry, but I can find it. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Did you like send a picture or something? I see we got some questions being asked. Could you please show where is the Savannah Vortex on the chart? It's blurry. I can't find. Oh, you're asking where the Savannah VOR is on the chart. What's up, Emmanuel? Coming from Costa Rica. I love it. So I just spent a lot of time updating some stuff, making a lot of changes. That's going to be, you know what? Let me see what I can do. We'll come over here to gaming. As you can see, we're going to be playing some Microsoft Flight Sim. What we're going to do is we're going to add window capture. We'll just make it browser. And let's go to Sky Vector. Where'd it go? There is Microsoft Edge, as y'all can see. We've got that right there. And we're going to go check out Sky Vector real quick. And that is going to make it, and that, we'll drop that down there. Now, here's our browser. Let's go check out Sky Vector. Skyvector.com. So you're looking for the Savannah VOR. So let's come over here to search. We're going to search KSAV. So it seems like the VOR is it's right there. I'm not really sure what the question is. Let's go look at the airport diagram. Let's look at it like this. Where is the VOR? It says it's right here on the field. I'm trying to find it. It might not be enough on the field for it to be on the taxi diagram, but the only other place that it's going to show it, if we come over here to the IFR chart and then we go to World VFR, it's showing that the VOR is, it might be that might be what it's depicting. On Microsoft Flight Sim, is there any way to do co-joint streams to do mock practical check rides? No, there's not a way for both people to be operating in Microsoft Flight Sim at one time. But when I finish up with training, what I am going to do, you might be able to see it on the website by now, trainingwithcheese.com. But when I finish up with my training back in the Airbus, I'm going to open it up to start offering mock check rides in your airplane. So if your instructor signs you off for solo and you're ready to solo and whatnot, and you feel as if you're ready for your check ride, you can actually book a mock check ride in the actual aircraft with me. So we'll still go through the oral portion of it. And we're going to, if you do well on the oral, then we'll go get in the airplane and actually do a mock check ride in the airplane. But that's not going to happen for probably another month or so. And then we've got weather to contend with. And like, let's just be honest, that's really intended for locals. I'm not really going to fly out to you. It wouldn't really make sense financially for anybody for me to fly to another state to come do a mock check ride. If the channel starts blowing up some more and like financially it makes sense with the videos and whatnot for me to go out to other people and do mock check rides, then maybe we can do that. But for now, the only way we can do some kind of practical mock check ride is really if you're local to me. Sorry, it seems like that microphone might just be a little peaky. But we are going to be playing some Microsoft Flight Sim. We've got a new setup. If you haven't noticed, we've got, let me unbuckle this thing. You know what? We've just got seat belts. Next Level Racing actually sent me one of their flight sims to try out. So we're going to play some Microsoft Flight Sim Career Mode. I don't know why we're actually tightening this up. Like, this isn't one of their this isn't one of their motion sims. So I don't really need the seatbelts, but the seatbelts got they got the cool little logos on them. And I'm so used to wearing the seatbelts in simulators anyway, given that I teach in the full motion sim. But you know, it's pretty snazzy. It's pretty snazzy. We've got the honeycomb yoke right in front of us. We got the honeycomb Bravo right next to us. We've got our rudder pedals down here. You can't really see the rudder pedals unless you go to the OnlyFans channel. No, I'm kidding. There is no OnlyFans channel. But the rudder pedals, they're down there. I got the brakes all hooked up. VR doesn't really work for this because when you do VR with Microsoft Flight Sim, it gives you like a dual, like it gives you the two screens on the screen. So like I can't really share that with y'all. It looks like poop until I can find a way to like actually share what I'm seeing in the goggles in somewhat of a flat format. It's going to be kind of hard to do like VR streams unless y'all got any tips. Y'all got any ideas? But anybody got any questions? This is really like a Q&A, you know, so if anybody's got any questions, anybody's not sure, if anybody's going through their flight training and they're like, hey, I don't really understand this concept. If not, we're going to play some Microsoft Flight Sim in on career mode. Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Last I checked, we had gotten our multi-engine certificate. So we've got our multi-engine setup right here. So two throttles. On the honeycomb. We even have retractable gear. But yeah. Anybody, any questions, anything? Or we're gonna get right the fuck into it. Boop. There we go. Oh crap. I don't want y'all to see that. Let's get rid of that. So here we are. Microsoft Flight Sim. Let's get some headphones on. So that what's up? Karen 1234, how's it going today? Here we are. Where is my screen? There we go. Escape and save. Then we're gonna go career mode. What's up? I don't have access to my pad. My audio pad is over there. So glad you got your medical figured out. I am so glad I got my medical figured out. I have to have appointments like every 2 weeks to keep it, so that kind of sucks. But at the very least, I have my medical back. So I can fly, I can operate aircraft. I'm going back to training, or you know, I go back to training eventually. Not eventually. Working on instrument. Yes, instrument is a whole nother kit and caboodle. Let's do a ferry flight from, yeah, sure. Let's just do a VFR ferry flight. I'm happy with that. Check out our EFB. Looks like it's going to be runway 13 to Isabel, and then straight past that airport. Can I put on, navigation? Oh, that's odd. I would have expected to be able to like have a map. Any tips or recommendations? Yeah, get a flight sim. Not necessarily something like this. Of course, if you do end up with the next level racing sim, tell them I sent you. But practice in the simulator. Do a lot of simulator practice because it's cheaper. It's going to be cheaper for you to practice in a sim than it is going to be for you to go and try and do this stuff in the airplane. What else we got? Thoughts on those IFR programs that's 10 days for like 10K? So here's the thing. Flight training is not supposed to be a fast thing. Flight training is supposed to be, you're supposed to be comfortable. You're supposed to be ready. Those 10-day programs, those like accelerated programs, I never really trust because like the goal is to get you to pass a test in 10 days. It's not to get you safe in 10 days. So I don't really like those. I don't really like the accelerated programs. I don't really like when a school advertises that is like their claim to fame. We'll get you done really fucking quick. No, how about we'll get you done safe? And if it happens to be quick, because here's the thing, I have worked as a flight instructor for almost a decade, freelance, Part 61, Part 141, all across the spectrum. Big schools, small schools, mom and pop places, all on my own. And what I have noticed is that if you are capable of getting your flight training done fast, you will get it done fast. I've had students that have gotten private pilot done with me, and I'm an asshole. I am an asshole because I don't want you to go and die. Plus, I don't want to have to. I don't want to talk to the FAA because you died. And they got done with private pilot in 30 days. I'm talking about I met them. They took a check ride 30 days later. If you are capable of that, you will get it done. If you go to a 141 school that doesn't have like some weird time constraint, you can do instrument in 10 days if you're really capable. But saying, hey, I'm gonna go to a 10-day program, they don't give a shit if you're gonna be safe. They don't give a shit if you're qualified. They care that you are gonna pass a test. And I don't think that that's safe. Would you make an ILS approach in Kabul Airport OAKB? It's a bit challenging in real life with the mountainous terrain. I mean, so we're doing career mode on Microsoft Flight Sim. So we'll go with, I'm gonna go with this for now. But depending on how this goes, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. So it looks like here's our departure pattern entry. Looks like it's a teardrop entry. Yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna do a 45 on the final. Let's do this. All right, that is an ugly person. Holy shit! Look at them. That is rough. That is rough. Let's get in this though. Bring our power out. Mixture's full rich. Get everything else off. Make sure all of our switches are appropriate, and we are gonna go. So that's a Diamond DA62. That is a whole lot more airplane than I could ever afford. I genuinely wish that I could afford a DA62, but we're gonna skip right past all that extra nonsense. There is absolutely no reason.
Thanks for being available. I'm Julie, your club.
All right. Masters on, avionics masters on, master. All right. We'll go ahead, master on, and alternators on. All that's good. All right, let's crack throttle.
At the destination to pick it up.
And
safe flying, Captain.
Oh, looks like the engines are already running. So we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. Yep, engines gave us power. And I am happy with that. Let's go ahead and announce our taxi and release our parking brake.
2612 is taxiing to runway 13.
Get a little bit of zoom out. I need to get rid of this damn iPad. This thing is... That thing is dangerous. How do you move this iPad? Anybody got... See, like, it looks like you should be able to click on it. But it doesn't seem as though that's actually an option. Transponder, no transponder code. File flight plan with ATC, send route to avionics. I'm happy with that. Settings, unit of measurement, knots, feet, pounds, climb, plan, tablet size, medium, large, small. Okay, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, it very much seems like you cannot move the iPad in Microsoft Flight Sim because that thing is, like, that is in my field of view. That is in my field of view. Let's go, though. Power's up. Broke free. Go ahead and turn our pitot heat on because the airplane yells at us if we don't have pitot heat on. What else we got? Commercial rating IFR course is 3 months, though the schedule is very light, 3 days for 3 hours each or 9 hours on Saturday at some school. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty light program. That is a pretty light IFR program. I just don't think that we should be focusing on time frame. That's my big complaint when it comes to those 10-day programs or those when it comes to those accelerated programs. We shouldn't entered runway without announcement. Okay, whatever. We shouldn't be focused on time. We should be focused on quality training. Let's go ahead and set flaps. Oh, I know I can't taxi too fast in this, in Microsoft Flight Sim because, well, then I'll get another ding for Taxiing fast, too fast. What's my ground speed? Ground speed, ground speed, ground speed, ground speed. I don't see any ground speed kicking around here. We have a... not what I want. Oh, what time is it? I gotta check and see if an Amazon package got delivered. Because I got a Tobii eye tracker as well, which hopefully is going to help with all of this nonsense. So that's not what I'm looking for. Charts, no. Looking for charts. That's a nav log. I don't want a nav log. Fuck. How do I get to the charts on this damn thing? Flight planner? I know this iPad's supposed to have charts. Back. No, no. Where are... Does this iPad not have charts? Somebody tell me how to get to the damn charts on this iPad. Okay, so I'm seeing that's a payload options. I'm not looking for that. There we go. Okay, kind of. We're departing here. Oh, more info. What do we have? Taxi, alternate. No, you know, that iPad the iPad in Microsoft Flight Sim is so useless. Taxi to startup. You know, we definitely have enough runway for this. Let's whip it on around, get a little bit of split throttle to help with this turn. And here we are. Go ahead and set a heading bug. Set our heading for 1-3. And mixture's full rich, props full forward, brakes are on, apply full power. Engines are producing power. Let's roll. Hands on the yoke. Hands on your knees, hands on your knees. Sorry, we don't have any music this time because I just don't have everything all set up. But we're rolling. We're rolling. We're rolling. Airspeed's alive. Everything's in the green. And rotate. Picking that nose up, picking that nose up. And we're up. No more usable runway. Gear can come up. Climb out at VY. And we're trying to climb all the way up to 2,900. Let's go ahead and bring those flaps up. Actually, I think we planned for 10,000. Here, see, okay, no, I already talked about that. Awesome, awesome. So we'll bring it back. I think max load on these engines, max continuous load on these engines is 95%. So we're going to bring them back to 95%. And these have FADEC, so we don't really need to do anything else. What we can do is we can set our cruise altitude of 10,000. And once we set that to 10,000, awesome. What we're going to do is we're going to go indicated airspeed, and we're going to go nav. Now that all that is squared away, autopilot on. Okay, come on, pitch up, pitch up, pitch up. There we go. Wait, this is only a 12-mile flight? What are we doing going all the way up to 10,000 for 12 miles? That seems excessive. Is this how you get rid of the damn iPad? Yes, there we go. EFB off. Oh, well, shit. Go away. Is that the EFB? Okay. Oh. Well, what we're going to do with it then is we're just going to pop it out and move it to another. Oh, but the fucking thing is still there. Oh my God. All right. Can we at least. All right. I guess the iPad is here to stay. That's kind of stupid. Anybody got any other questions though? Anything else that anybody's curious about? Working on your flight training? Any questions at all? We are definitely going to adjust this cruise altitude. We're going to take it up 6,500. Ain't no reason for us to go all the way up to 10,000 for this short flight. Looks like estimated time en route of 5 minutes and 26 seconds. By the time we get to cruise, that is going to crunch on up. That's going to shorten on up real quick. What is the field elevation at our destination? Those are payload options, route. Can I get some details on this? Okay, so weather, no METAR. Okay, what about a frequency? No frequencies are available. General. Elevation's 2,073 feet. That's all we get. That is all we get. Are there any approaches into this airport? There might be. Let's check the damn. Let's go procedures, select approach. Okay, visual runway 18. We'll take straight in, enter, and the hell is going on with my watch? Enter, and we'll go activate. Oh, awesome. Just did my first IFR session last week, man. Did I enjoy it? We went 2 hours, did from the basics and at the end an ILS. I really like flight training under IFR. That is awesome. Now, what I want you to be just a little bit wary of when it comes to starting out doing your IFR training is, you know what? We're going to go autopilot off. Okay. Is that not an option? All right. Autopilot off. It is definitely more interesting, but make sure you focus on getting the basics done, because the last thing you want to do is be like balls deep into ILSs and then realize that you don't know how to maintain a heading in IFR conditions. So really focus on those basic instrument skills. Get those patterns done. A lot of people kind of skip over doing instrument patterns thinking, oh, I'm good. I know how to fly. I don't need to really worry about instrument patterns and whatnot. So focus on getting those base instrument skills down. Those are really going to come in handy, in the future. All right. So I see Castlewell, 3 miles. We're going to land on runway 18. Looks like we're going to be good. All right. Announce. So we're flying on final.
Zulu 5, traffic Big Cheese, Hotel, Yankee Hotel, 2612 tree miles, northwest 3700.
What is VLE in this airplane?
Runway tree 6.
He's got they're saying plan for landing runway 36. Yeah, I don't think so. Slowing this airplane up. Drop the gear. Power's idle. Flaps are 1. Flaps are 2. Slowing it on up. Maintain at least VY. Oh, we are dragging this one in. We are dragging this in. Okay, there's our runway. All right, we're good. What's our ground speed? Ooh, this plane's heavy. This plane is much heavier than a Cessna. I forgot. diamonds you got to bring in with power, or at least small twins you have to bring in with power. Awesome. What are you talking about? We landed on... All right, this is going to be a rough one. This is going to be a rough one. I guess we should have whipped it on around for runway 36. Yeah, this one's not great. Well, at least the plane's here. Okay, the plane's here in one piece. Like, what else can you expect from a ferry pilot? And we are here. Set the parking brake. And mixtures out. Shut down the masters. Shut down the avionics. Shut down the pitot heat. And left engine, right engine. We are on the ground. Why are they walking through the wing? I call that a success. I call that a success. What do y'all think? What do y'all call that? I call that a successful landing. Oh, let's see. So we got a B. So we got taxi speed, radio communications, and undesignated landing area. No skip bonus. Okay. Can we get an A? No, we can't get an A. Ah, shenanigans. How is this going to impact my... Oh, I made $1,000. That is not much. That is not much at all. Reputation going up. No, staying exactly where it's at. Level 26 though. Oh, it looks like we could probably take another certification. Maybe we can do some instrument. Can we do our instrument rating? I mean, it's only 10 grand. We have 15. I think we should do our instrument rating. Let's take our instrument rating. What do y'all think? All right, clouds are on. Let's go. Anybody got an approach they want to see? Anybody? I know there was somebody in here that was saying they wanted to see the ILS into Kabul. I don't see why we can't try that. Let's get our instrument rating and then we'll plan for that ILS into Kabul. Does that sound good?
I know that this weather can look daunting, but you will be able to perform your approach
by
relying on your aircraft's instruments, just like you did in your training.
Come on, engine. All right. That's not funny.
Cessna 906 tree, your transponder appears inoperative or malfunctioning. Reset squawk tree 125.
Tree 125. Come on. There we go. Oh, that was unsettling. Fly to EVTP. Okay, well, you didn't really give me a whole lot to go on. Let's get rid of this. CDI. All right, then we'll go nav. And then we'll set 2000. And then we'll go autopilot on. There we go. Okay, let's set our actual 2000 where I wanted to be. 2000. And we'll go out. No. Vertical speed up. Set vertical speed up so that we can go up there and capture that 2000. And autopilot is tracking that. So we're going to fly to, looks like that fix. Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay, so it's already all loaded. Now that I have nav on the autopilot on, this is going to be a cakewalk. Let's go ahead and give it a couple more scoochums. Get this mixture leaned to an appropriate level. Ooh. Let's get that in just a little bit more. There we go. So Kabul, let me take a look at the approach on my... Oh, I don't have international on 4 flights, so I don't know. I'll have to take a look at it. Look probably in game. Given that, well. All right, so I don't need my taxi light. I don't need my landing light. Beacon should stay on. Nav should stay on. Strobe should stay on. Do I have a fuel pump kicking around here? That's pitot heat. Nope, doesn't look like I have a... What was that? Why did my engine just die? Uh-oh. Oh, God. Why is the fuel shut off right there? Come on, crank. 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 There we go. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Ooh, 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 ooh. I should not have... That should not be... That switch should not be the fuel shut off. That switch should not be the fuel shut off. Oh, oh, that was scary. But as you saw, the autopilot was going to take me right to a stall with the engine dead. All right. So we are all squared away. Let's see if we can get... Let's come over here. Oh, what is it? Is it shift 2? All right. So we're going to come over here. We're going to go flight plan. Nearest airport. Sure. Oh, nearest airport. Is that our destination? No, let's go flight plan. Looks like we're going to be going into EGPB.
You can switch back to visual flight rules before landing. Identifying the runway lights should help you during the transition.
All right, so we got a weather 020 at 7, scattered at 4200. All right, that doesn't seem too bad. Let's go ahead, go flight plan. All right, shift 1.
Cessna 906 Tree, you are
1.
11 miles east of Sunbird. Contact tower on 118. 25 when inbound on the approach.
11825. Enter. Enter.
Tower on 118. 25 Cessna 906 Tree.
No, 118250.
Tower Cessna November 2996 Tree 10 miles east inbound RNAV runway 9er approach circle to land runway 24.
Oh God, they're giving me a circle? I don't want a
Cessna
circle.
November 29906 Tree Tower. QNH 10, 1 tree cleared RNAV runway 9er approach.
Cleared our Navy.
Cleared RNAV runway 9er approach Cessna 906 Tree.
Cleared our Navy. Oh shit, 16 approach. All right, let's go procedure. Activate approach. That was not the right thing. Flight plan. Fly to Simberg. All right, we might have to reset this because I don't know what happened there. It's been a little while since I have used a G1000. If I'm gonna be entirely honest, it has been a little bit since I've used a G1000. It's an RNAV approach.
I know that this weather can look daunting, but you'll be able to perform your approach by relying on your aircraft's instruments, just like you did in your training.
So we're going to descend 2,100. So let's set 2,100. And we'll set indicated airspeed. 122, sure. So they want me to squawk a squawk code. Oh, who did somebody get that squawk code? I missed it. Let's go CDI. And we're going to go nav. Okay, that's fine for now. 3125. Okay, and what frequency am I supposed to be on? We'll go autopilot on. 2,100, descending at 122. So we need a little bit more power in. There we go. Yeah, so I think what might have been a problem on the last one was the approach is already active for some reason. And I'm also in another country, so I'm not really sure if these fixes that are being displayed are accurate. And I also don't have a chart. Like, how am I supposed to do an approach without a chart? FAA 36 all nope, no charts. Okay. What about airport? All runways, miscellaneous, departures, nothing. Let's check our route. Runway 27. Fuel options, nav log. Oh, ground chart, facility chart. Let's see. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. That is not a FAA chart. I have no idea. Has anybody ever seen a chart that looks like that? Because I don't know what that is. We might end up switching back to Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 because Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 is I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know what's going on. Has anybody else got any tips associated with Microsoft Flight Sim 2024? Because it doesn't seem to be working the way that I would expect it to be working. But what we're also going to do is we're going to see if we can get some people from TikTok Live Studio to come, or from TikTok to come hang out. Does that sound good? I mean, TikTok's going away anyway, so we might as well see what we can do with getting some people from TikTok to come hang out. Right? I feel like that's good. It's good. All right, TikTok's booting up over there. Y'all should see, I got 4 goddamn screens in front of me. I got the chat over here. I got my computer just running and doing its stuff over there. I got another screen over there doing its stuff. It's actually just dual, like these 2 screens really are just copying each other. Am I supposed to be on this other frequency? And TikTok has an update, as always. That's another reason why I kind of stopped using TikTok, because it just every time I
switch back to visual flight
okay,
before
that's the radio frequency that I was supposed to be on.
Should help you during the transition.
All right. And TikTok Live Studio is booting up. Install now. There we go. So it seems like we are getting on to the approach. Solid. We got that's kind of an excessive power setting. I guess we really shouldn't be doing that. Acknowledge the clearance.
Tower on 118. 25 Cessna 906 tree. Tower Cessna November 29906 tree 10 miles east inbound RNAV runway 90 circle to land runway 24.
All right, so we're doing an RNAV circle to 24.
29906 tree tower. QNH 10 1 tree cleared RNAV runway 9 approach.
Procedure, select approach. Okay. It's clearing me for the RNAV 09 approach. Oh.
Cleared RNAV runway 9er approach Cessna 906 tree.
Well, so it's setting me up for runway 27 right now. So I need to select runway 9. So let's select approach. We got RNAV runway 9. Fly to Simberg or Sumberg. I would love to be able to do that, but I have no idea. I guess we'll grab it from there and we'll activate. Do you normally connect Microsoft Flight Sim with ForeFlight? I do, but I'm not sure if that's really an option for Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. I'm not sure if I can connect ForeFlight to it, but also like the approach that they're having me do, it's in another country. So I'm a little like, I'm not entirely sure what to do. Because like other countries' approach plates are different than ours. So I'm looking at this chart. Well, I'm trying to at the very least. And yeah, I mean, this is a UK approach. Like I have never done a UK approach. So it wants me to go to Sumburg. See, but the approach that I'm doing here is it looks like this is an RNAV, or this is an ILS. I guess if it wants me to fly to Sumburg, I guess I can just go
Cessna 906 tree line.
Cleared to land runway 24 Cessna 906 tree.
What do you mean cleared to land? Like, I'm not even anywhere near where I should be going to land. Procedure. Activate vectors to final. Let's zoom in on our range. Yeah, I'm really not sure where, because it wants me to fly to Sumburg, which just isn't. What's the frequency for Sumburg? It's 11735. So that should be Sumburg. Yeah, 11735. Let's go ahead and transfer it over. And let's go. Where's nav? Now there's nav. And we're gonna go. We're gonna hit up heading, and heading should go and grab the nav, or should go and grab that VOR, and should track us inbound to Sumburg because that's where it wants me to go. Where can I go down to at Sumburg? Because again, I'm not like, this isn't. Fucking touchdown zone. Like, is it saying that I can go down to 1,000? I'm not sure. I guess 1,300? I guess we'll go down to 1,300. We'll reduce speed, flight level change. Is there an ILS frequency on this thing somewhere? Yeah, there's the ILS, which is 108.5. So let's put that in nav 2. Oh, do I not have a nav 2 in this airplane for some reason? Now, if I transfer them over, yeah, okay, so that's not good. Go ahead and get our heading over there, and heading mode, and we will arm approach. Let's get our heading a little bit more reasonable. Yep, it grabbed the localizer. And let's go ahead and set the altitude lower. And we will go indicated airspeed. Let's turn our indicated airspeed up so that we can get this damn thing down. Power out. Like, I see the runway on my artificial horizon, on my artificial screen, but I know I shouldn't be using that to land. I know that's not the intended usage for that. What do I think of ATP? I mean, ATP hires a lot of instructors. They are a big school. Oh, autopilot got kicked off. Okay, well. And that's kind of where ATP ends up with problems is since ATP hires so many people, it's kind of hard for them to maintain quality on their instructors sometimes. And I feel like that's where a lot of people have problems with ATP is they see that they are hiring a lot of instructors and aren't necessarily hiring quality instructors. So if you get a quality instructor at ATP, you'll probably do just fine. I've worked with instructors from ATP that were just fine. I've also worked with instructors from UND that were absolute garbage. I just know that I've worked with a lot more instructors from ATP that were garbage than I've worked with instructors from like UND. And I mean, the only reason I'm using UND and ATP as examples is because those are the schools that I've worked with, you know. All right, trim down. Let's get a little bit of nose down trim. A little bit more power in. Control this descent rate. Let's land on runway 27. Not really sure why they cleared me for something runway 9 circle 27. Like that's
Stall.
there we go.
Cessna 906, tree contact ground on 118, 255.
Acknowledge the handoff.
To 118, 255 Cessna 906 tree.
Okay, where's this hold short? Wants me way over there? How the fuck am I supposed to get all the way over there? Okay, well, I guess we're gonna back taxi. All right. I guess I should have turned on my landing and taxi light on. That probably would have helped that approach. Okay, where is the... Yeah, I'm really confused why Microsoft Flight Sim decided to... Like, I don't understand why you can't choose your country for Microsoft Flight Sim. Because it doesn't really seem to make a whole lot of sense for me to go off to the UK. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for me to go off to the UK to do an approach. All right, we'll just go Alt-N and skip to parking. I don't think I passed my instrument rating. What do y'all think? Do y'all think I passed my instrument rating? I don't think I did.
Great job. You've passed the test.
Oh.
There's a few areas where you can improve, but that was a solid performance.
Oh, really? Woo! I guess we'll take the win. We'll take the win. Take the win. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a mild intermission. I'm gonna go check and see if we got a new package, and then if we did, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Okay. So mild intermission. All right, we are back. Now, we got one of these things. If y'all don't know what this is a Tobii eye tracker. What Tobii eye tracker does is it makes it so that, well, I can look at things in the game without having to move my mouse around. So we're going to plug this thing in and see if we can get it to work live on stream. Do y'all think we can get it to work live on stream? Probably not. But what we're also going to do is get TikTok in here, because I mean, I don't know, it doesn't seem like there's many people here hanging out. So we're gonna start up the virtual camera and we're gonna get that over to TikTok, and we're gonna start streaming on TikTok as well. So settings, camera. I don't want the cam link 4K. I don't want that. I don't want that. Where is OBS virtual camera? Okay, awesome. Apply. And right click. About fit to screen. Fill screen. No, fit to screen. All right. What if we do settings? 1920 by 1080. Yeah, I mean that's the output. Apply. All right. Career mode, gaming, Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, and go live. Let's go. Let's go. Let's pop out the chat and do a little chat pop out, and then we're gonna bring that chat over here. And there we go. Awesome. So, as I said, Tobii eye tracker. This thing's kind of snazzy. We're gonna plug it in, get some at the very least drivers download. And what's up, Carmen? How's your day going? And then we got usernames showing up and all kinds of other people showing up. So we are live streaming. It looks a little weird over on TikTok. We are currently on YouTube as well if you want to get the full experience. But we're playing some Microsoft Flight Sim Career Mode, and what just showed up in the mail is a Tobii eye tracker. Now, again, as I said, for those of you who don't know what a Tobii eye tracker is, well, it's kind of what it seems like. It's kind of what it says it is. It tracks your eyeballs in game. Apparently, there's a couple cool little features for it, so like y'all can see what I'm looking at, but also it like makes it so that I don't have to use my mouse to kind of look around in game. How is the audio over on TikTok? Can I get an audio check from somebody just to make sure that like it doesn't suck? Because I know sometimes TikTok it's a little rough. It's a little rough over on TikTok. But as I said, full experience over on YouTube if you want it. This thing's made out of metal. That's genuinely surprising that thing is made out of metal. What else we got? We got a user manual. And audio is good on TikTok. Awesome. Got a user manual. It says getting started right in here. What is that? That looked important. I hope it wasn't. I don't know what that is. Oh, look, there is an extension. I was a little concerned with how short the cable was. That I wouldn't be able to. Oh, so this is like a little. Okay, I see, said the blind man to the deaf dog. How does one get a mock check ride? So you're going to head to trainingwithcheese.com. I am currently, in the middle of training. So I'm not the one doing them right now. I do have another instructor that's in there doing them and making, checking on everybody, making sure that they're all good to go. I know you're sitting here like, aren't you fucking streaming? Like, what do you mean you don't have time to do mock check rides? Like, you're here streaming. Like, the fuck? So when I do mock check rides, I spend a couple hours going through all the material that you send me and, going through all the material that you send me and then I build a mock check ride specifically for you. So that's why I'm not doing them right now, because I don't really have the time to do them. Your instrument mock check rides are great. Passed mine in October. That is awesome. Congratulations. I am so happy to hear when people like are passing their check rides, not just because of me, but just that people are passing their check rides. It's always sad when someone fails a check ride. I failed an instrument stage check. It wasn't a check ride, but an instrument stage check. And it sucked. I was sad. I had the little down in the dump poopy poopies. I was very like, oh, what was me? Life sucks. No, that is not how I was. What I did is I evaluated where I went wrong and what I needed to do better. So when I hear that people are passing, whether it be because of me or just because of their own grit, it is always nice to hear, because I mean, everybody likes a feel-good story. It's like if I told you, it was like, there are 9 puppies today that found homes. You'd be like, that's adorable. That is adorable that 9 puppies found homes today. Well, that's how I feel when y'all come in and you tell me that you pass check rides. It's just like if you were to come into my chat and be like, 9 puppies found their forever homes today. And they were ugly puppies too. Like you were seriously wondering if anybody was ever going to want those puppies. That's how I feel when y'all come in and say you pass check rides. I know this seems a little weird. Like, what is he doing right now? I am trying to set up my Tobii eye tracker. But again, awesome. You passed your check ride. Anybody else pass a check ride recently? Anybody else going in for a check ride soon? Anybody else got anything going on aviation wise in their life? And I mean, I guess if like not aviation wise, you got just anything going on in your life. There's not really a whole lot going on in the chat, if we're going to be honest. So yeah. So hit that like button, get some more people showing up. Hit that share button. Again, as I said, we are over on YouTube as well. We are doing this doobie dangle. Oh, that's the wrong button. We're doing this doobie dangle. This is Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. I am currently in the career mode. Trying to get instrument check ride scheduled here soon. Well, that is awesome. I mean, good luck. You got any questions? You got any concerns? Is there anything going on that's making you like nervous? Any material that you're like, hey, I'm not too sure about this? Any approaches you want to see? Like if you got an approach or something going on that you know is going to be on your check ride and you want to go over it, let me know. Okay, so that's plugged in, but nothing's happening. That's concerning. Why is nothing happening? Why did nothing happen? Okay. Maybe I just need to download the software. Tobii eye tracker. All right. Let's go. No. What else was in this thing? It said connect, automatic install, calibrate, register. Yeah, it didn't install shit. Do you need to configure the controller in Microsoft Flight Sim? I will need to configure it in Microsoft Flight Sim. But my computer didn't like acknowledge it. That's the concerning part. Let's go here. Come back. And the device manager. All right, so it should be under cameras. Oh yeah, Tobii Hello Sensor. Yep, there it is. Okay, awesome. Now, I guess it did install. Where did my mouse go? There's my mouse. All right, and let's see. So back. See if we can go to settings. Oh, I lost the YouTube chat. The YouTube chat is missing. GI 275 plus GPS. What you call it? I fly the GI 275 panel So flying part seems pretty solid confidence-wise. The oral is what I'm worried with. I think I'll be good based on the gauges that I have, but I'm definitely still nervous. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty decent setup. The GI 275s are really nice. I'm putting G5s in my airplane and gonna pair them to that 175 that you've got. And I mean, that's a fairly decent setup. Now, I mean, what specifics on the oral are you concerned about? I mean, when someone says the oral, I was like, okay, so let's start back. That primary instrument training, so the attitude indicator, like, you know what I mean? All right, controls. So there's track IR. That's not what I want. Okay. The Toby experience finally installed. All right. We're going to go accept. All right, set up for this display. Okay, not that one. This one. All right, all right, all right. There we go. This display. Move the lines to line up. What the hell? I don't see any damn lines. Oh, there they are. There they are. Okay, okay. I know y'all can't see what I'm working on right now, but just bear with me. Just bear with me. Okay. Sit in upright position in front of the screen. Okay, done. These are your eyes. See how much you can move them around. Okay, I can't move closer. Yeah, working on the eye tracker right now. Look at each dot until it explodes. Okay, that one exploded. That one exploded. That one did. And that one did. Weather is the one thing I'm struggling on. Still crazy acronyms. Marvelous CVFR 500. Yeah, I mean, the acronyms, those can be kind of rough. Try and make them, what I've told a lot of students is don't focus on memorization. Focus on making it part of your day-to-day life. All right, try again. Look at each dot until it explodes. Look at the center dot, then upper dot, then a lower dot, then another lower dot. Awesome. Then look at that lower dot, because that's the one we struggled with last time. Then that one. Then that one. Awesome. All right, now what? Now what does it want? Profile, whatever, sure. Save. Now, I'm happy with that. Now, is it in my... I might have to reset Microsoft Flight Sim before it recognizes it. Let's go back to controls. I mean, it's showing track IR. Oh yeah, track IR, Toby. Okay, awesome. Let's go camera. And eye tracking reset. I don't know. I guess we could set that up for that button. Oh, whatever. It seems like it might just work. Prefer Microsoft. So I've never used X-Plane 12. I thought this was some new glass cockpit interface for the Skyhawk. I was so confused. No, so I play Microsoft Flight Sim because it's free. It is free for me because of the Xbox and all that other jazz. So yeah, I just use the free option. I've been reading a doc from Pilot Cafe every single day, and that's the thing. Just staring at it isn't going to help. Just staring at the information isn't going to help you. You got to try and implement, when you are going through training, you have to try and implement these things into your day-to-day life. So when you're thinking like, oh, well, how do I, when am I going to need to make these reports? Okay, well, why am I making these reports? We're making these reports because ATC can't see us. Okay, we're making these reports because ATC needs to, orient us with other traffic, right? So things like leaving a holding fix, things like vacating an altitude, things like unable to climb 500 feet per minute, because ATC needs to know on whether or not you're going to be able to maintain those standard rates. Does that make sense? That makes sense? Instead of just trying to memorize it, try and figure out why we are doing these things. Awesome. So next, let's see if this works. I'm not sure if this is going to work. What the hell? Why is it putting me way down? I am not going to be doing... All right. Live missions unlocked. Ooh, I can do real weather conditions.
You now have access to real condition missions. These allow you to scroll back up to 24 hours to fly in real-world weather conditions over the past day.
What's up, Holly? Awesome. Okay, so next. I guess we can just use our little menu scroll left, menu scroll right. Okay, that's not... Why? Stop trying to give me a tutorial. How do I... It wants me to use the right stick on... There we go.
Will reveal a variety of different missions.
Okay. No, I'm good. I don't need your damn tutorial. I just want to play the game. Giving each part of the acronym a scenario is what I need, and that's a great way to do it. That is a great way to really, buckle down and get that information that you need when it comes to your skills. When it comes to the IFR training that you're really working on. Okay, well, I guess we'll come down here and do this private charter over the ocean. Like, where even are we? I don't even know where this is. But I guess we're gonna do it. From NTTB to NTTR. No idea where this is. Does anybody know where this is? I have no idea where this is. But it looks like we're gonna take off and do a procedure that I have no idea how to do. All right. But we got a lot of people here. Everybody drop some likes. If you want to get the full experience, go ahead and head on over to YouTube. That is where the full experience is. And we are doing this in a Cessna 172. We are going over the ocean. What's up, Flight Insight? Thanks for showing up. We're going to be doing this in a Cessna 172 for a private VIP charter mission. Yeah, because the Cessna 172 is commonly used for private VIP charters. Yeah, Flight Sim 2024 is rough. Oh yeah, they definitely rushed it. They definitely had to. They definitely had somebody else. Like the purse strings were definitely telling them that they needed to get this thing moving. Mixture's rich. That's good.
Hello, everyone.
Okay.
Please give your warmest welcome to our passenger, Mr. Bernard. He's close to one of our top athlete clients.
All right, so that didn't work. Why is the Tobii eye tracker not working? Maybe I need to do a little bit more research on it. Because let's see. Skydive systems, that's not what I want. Camera. Motion control. Okay. Oh, so toggle head tracking. Well, I'm not back flying at the airlines just yet. I still gotta finish my training is really what I gotta do next. Fly. Oh wait, that. Why is that showing? It's not what I want. Okay. Clear the input. What button do I want to use for this? Okay, I'm happy with that. Safe and save. Training, because it's been a long time. Yeah. Oh yeah, and it sucked. It definitely sucked. I was not happy about it one bit.
Must be impeccable. Our 5-star reputation precedes us. Have a good flight, Captain.
Okay. Why are we not? Okay, it seems like I'm gonna have to recalibrate that. Because that doesn't seem to be working. Settings. Am I gonna have to put it like up here? Huh. Controls. Track IR. Let's go keyboard and not communications, camera, motion control. Okay, so it says Alt 7 should activate it. So we'll go Alt 7. Alt 7. No. What about this one? Alt 7. No. Alt 8. Alt 7. All right. I guess I got to figure something. I guess there's something else going on for the Toby eye tracker. So we will work on that later. For now, we're going to do another mission. Apparently a VIP mission. So we're going to request taxi clearance. Release our parking brake.
Ready to taxi IFR.
Big Cheese Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 4210 taxi to and hold short of runway 29er using taxiway. Contact tower on 134. 7 when ready.
Okay.
Taxiing hold short runway 29er using taxiway Big Cheese Foxtrot
But
Charlie Whiskey.
yeah, that whole medical
4210.
nonsense really was an unpleasant move, Ramper. What is your problem? The Ramper just trying to die. Ramper's just like, today.
Dear passengers, on behalf of our airline personnel, we would like to welcome you on board flight FCW 4210 bound for Uturoa. Our
What?
flight time will be 11 minutes. We expect an on-time departure.
Oh, look,
and we're
it's
currently ready
United.
for takeoff.
What's United doing
I'll keep
here?
you informed of any key updates as we go through the flight. Thank you.
Why is that thing not on its wheels? Come on, Microsoft. You're a multi-billion-dollar company. Like billions of dollars. Yet you can't put the airplanes up on their wheels? That's kind of embarrassing, Microsoft. It's kind of embarrassing. Any advice before starting CFI training? Don't buy lesson plans. Get in the habit of practicing teaching. Do not go out and practice maneuvers. Go out and practice teaching. The amount of CFI like training and mock check rides that I have done to try and, help people get ready for their CFI check ride, and they have never actually played the role of being an instructor. And then they're confused. Like they don't understand how to behave like an instructor because they've never practiced being one. So definitely get that practice.
Big Cheese Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 4210 QNH 101 tree. Clear for takeoff, runway 29er.
Clear for takeoff 29.
Clear for takeoff, runway 29er, Big Cheese Foxtrot.
And that's just the
Charlie
biggest
Whiskey
things that I
4210.
see. The other stuff is like not making sure that
Good morning, dear passengers. This is your
not
captain
making sure that
speaking.
you clear
On
the
behalf of
areas
first
and
class
whatnot.
wings,
Like
I
just
would like to
remember,
welcome you
you've
on
still got to
board
do all
flight
the private
FCW
pilot and commercial
4210
level
bound for
stuff,
Uturoa.
right?
Estimated flight
So make
time
sure
to
you're still
Uturoa
good with
is
your
11
maneuvers.
minutes. To prepare for takeoff, please
Why
ensure your
is it
seatbelt
always making me
fastened tight to your
taxi
seat,
to
is
the
in the
end of the
upright position,
runway before
and your
taking
tray
off? Like
table
that is
securely
half
stored.
mile down.
Thank you, and get ready for a wonderful flight.
I guess we'll just taxi down. Like, yeah, of course. Anybody got any other questions? I'm always happy to answer. I mean, the title of the stream, at least over on YouTube, is Flight Instructor Q&A. So that was kind of the whole point of getting this all going, was to answer any kind of questions y'all got, and of course to show off the new flight sim setup from Next Level Racing. You wouldn't expect Next Level Racing to like come out with a flight sim, but Next Level Racing does have a flight sim. So it's I love it. I love it. It's super comfy, and you know, I want to show y'all something. It reclines all the way. Oh, my headphones aren't that long. I can't lean back all the way. But you're going to be doing instrument, commercial, and CFI all back to back. I mean, that's a lot. Good luck. Good luck. Sitting at 216 hours right now, trying to stretch that money. Everybody's trying to stretch money in aviation. You know the cheapest thing in an airplane? Somebody tell me what's the cheapest thing in an airplane? Anybody know? Anybody know what the cheapest thing in an airplane is? Anybody? Anybody? Wish I had access to my crickets button, but it's way over there. I need to set up a crickets button on the stream deck. The pilot. That's the cheapest thing in an airplane. Most of the time it's the owner, but you know, the pilot. The pilot is the cheapest thing in the airplane. I'd hate to see the owner of this airplane where I am spending all of this gas taxiing down to the beginning of the runway. I don't know where Microsoft came up with this, that you have to back taxi an entire runway for takeoff. I don't know where they came up with this, but this is not a thing. Like, please do not try and do shit like this in real life. Little tree? Oh, somebody sent a tree? What do you mean a little tree? All right. So, power's coming up. Mixture's full rich. Lights are all on. And away we go. Airspeed's alive. There's 40. And rotate. And we're up. Climbing out. Flaps can come up. Climb to 4,000. Go ahead and set 4,000. Car sent for cars. Cheapest thing for an airplane. Oh. No, it's the owner. It's the owner. That's the cheapest thing in the airplane. All right, so we're climbing up to 5,000. Let's go ahead and go indicated airspeed, nav, and our flight director. Okay, so let's go indicated airspeed, flight level change, 80 knots. That's a good cruise climb, and autopilot on. Awesome. We are up. We're climbing out along our route. Let's go ahead and reduce this mixture. Try and get this thing leaned out to an appropriate lean. And we're going to... Oh, there's an RPM drop. So we're going to push this back in.
Big Cheese Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 4210.
Center on 126.7.
7. Good day.
Acknowledge transit.
7 for Big Cheese Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 4210.
126. Oh, it already does the transfer. Okay, whatever. What's called Safety Pilot has been really nice. That and being available. I know 2 people that own twins, a 340 and a 421. An instructor I know went up with both of them, and they let me come along and log dual time. So, were they instructors?
4210 climb and maintain 5,000 feet.
Were they instructors? Because like that's.
Climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Big Cheese Foxtrot.
Like logging dual, if they're not instructors in a multi, is kind of. And Dwight over on TikTok, I have a 4060. Where do you usually fly out of? I usually fly out. Well, I don't really like to give out where I fly out of because it kind of, it's kind of close to my house. But I'm in the Wisconsin. Like if I'm on IFR, you'll probably pick me up on Minneapolis Center. And the 4060 is a 4060 or 4070? I think it's a 4070 actually. Oh, so the instructor. Okay. About to ask a dumb question, bro. So I have the game, but I can't find career mode. Is there 2 versions? Well, okay, so you probably have Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, not Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. I feel like that's probably the problem. So it wants me to go direct to Rootix. Okay, so let's see if we can find Rootix in our flight plan. Oh, okay, there it is. Awesome. Direct, enter, enter. There is no way I'm going to make it all the way up to 5,000. Let's go ahead and bring this indicated airspeed back to VY, and maybe that'll help. Okay, I work Madison Tower. That's dope. So I've been to Madison a couple times. And I mean, some of the rampers recognize me. It's kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, like it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to be recognized. This game is so laggy and buggy when I play. Well, what do you got in the way of hardware? Because I have 64 gigs of RAM, a 4070, a i7 13th gen, I think. Is the 48th edition, is that the 2024 version? That is not. I don't know what the 48th edition is. If it doesn't say Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, then you are not on the same game. Then you're not at the same thing. Sorry. Let's go ahead and see if we can. My flaps are. Oh, I still had flaps in. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm a dumbass. I'm an extra kind of dumbass. I'm the kind of dumbass that'll get people killed. Okay, well that's even though I had flaps in, my climb still is kind of rough. I'm playing on Xbox Series and it's awesome, but I'm tired of missions crashing. What do you mean missions crashing? Like the missions just being incorrect? I know I tried to do a mission the other day and it started me in a bonanza on a helipad at a fucking hospital. So obviously I couldn't do that. I'm gonna do some studying and stuff. Awesome, Caleb. Enjoy the rest of your night. Now my TikTok live studio did just say like, high computer load detected. Click here. I mean, my CPU is currently at 23% usage. I'm playing on, yeah, Garrett, it was kind of stupid. Thanks for that follow, Shroot. Thanks for that follow, Shroot. Are we gonna do that really cringy thing where you follow and you get into economy class? So we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. But any other questions? Any other thing anybody got? Error code ends mission. Thanks for that, GG, DJ Manny. Any advice for CFI training? Almost there. Commercial check ride on the 7th. So CFI training, make your own lesson plans is really my biggest tip. The amount of people that think that they can just like buy something like backseat pilot lesson plans and just kind of skirt their way through CFI. Any instructor worth their salt is going to notice that immediately. They are going to know when you are trying to mail it in. The amount of instructors that have come to me to try and just mail in their CFI or mail in their double I, and they get pissed off because they're like, oh man, I know how to fly airplanes. Just send me through the training. It's up to me to pass my check ride. It's not up to you to make sure that I'm good. And no, that's not the case. It is up to me to make sure that you're good. So don't try to mail it in. Remember, as an instructor, it is up to you to ensure that somebody is ready for the rest of their flight training career. It is up to you to make sure when you sign that logbook saying go take your check ride, you are fully aware, or you are sure, you are damn sure that they are not going to die.
First, I'd like to welcome everyone on behalf of First Class Wings on
What
flight
the hell is going
We're
on?
currently cruising at an altitude of 3,900 feet at an airspeed of 70 knots. It's 10:16 a.m. and are expecting to land in Uturoa approximately at 2:10 p.m.
What is with
Current
this
temperature of 59 degrees
sultry,
Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates, we should
jazzy
get a great
kind
view
of?
the area as we
What
descend.
is
I'll
this?
update you
What is this
before we
music?
reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy enjoy the rest
It
of the
is. It's kind of loud. It's kind of distracting. I tell you what. All right, so we're still going on up to 5,000. But yeah, Aaron, do not try to mail in your training. Write your own lesson plans. Sure, go get somebody else's lesson plans and try to build your stuff off of it. But make sure, go to the source material. Go to the reference material. Go learn it. Go relearn it. Go learn how to use the source material. Is really my biggest takeaway when it comes to CFI training. Up till now, you've been showing you can memorize it or you can apply it. Now, show me that you can correlate it to new things. Show me that you can bring the information to where me as the student is, and show me you know how to use the source material. Don't show me you know how to use your lesson plan. Don't show me you know how to use copy and paste. Show me that you know how to use the source material. Show me you know how to look something up in the FAR AIM when I bring you a really difficult question. All right? So if you haven't been using the FAR AIM, use it. So Aaron, have you been using the FAR AIM, or have you just been kind of trusting your instructor? So the problem with using purchased lesson plans as a reference, unless you have gone through them like religiously, then there's going to be stuff in there that's going to surprise you on your check ride. When you write your own lesson plans, you know what's in them. Nothing is going to surprise you. There's not going to be anything weird. You wrote the damn thing. So everything in it is going to be something that you recognize. It's going to be something that you understand. It's going to be something that you know. And it's also going to be written in a way that you understand it, that you know it. It's going to jog your memory about what you were thinking about when you wrote it. Memorizing regs, memorize the important things like 91.213, 91.205. If you're doing IFR stuff, 91.175 Charlie. But beyond that, you look up the rest of it. I mean, there's times where I get to my airplane and I'm looking through the logbooks and I'm like, is that maintenance item done?
Charlie Whiskey 4210 you are 17 miles northwest. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect RNAV runway 07 approach via Rudix transition. Clear to Rudix.
Okay, so do you want me to...
Big Cheese Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 4210 you are 17 miles northwest of Raiatea. Contact Rana Tower on 118. 5 inbound.
Descend and maintain 3,500 feet. Expect RNAV runway 07 approach via Rudix transition. Clear to Rudix Big Cheese Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 4210.
All right, let's go indicated airspeed. We're doing flight level change. Let's acknowledge that clearance. Looks like we're going to Revco. How is it possible is to get a night restriction removed from a medical certificate? So I'm not a medical professional. I'm not an AME. It's really going to be up to the AME.
Charlie Whiskey 4210 16 miles northwest inbound RNAV runway 07 approach. Tree cleared RNAV runway 07 approach.
All right, we're doing RNAV runway 07 approach. All right, sweet. Thanks for that follow. All right, so it looks like we're already doing the RNAV. So we're going Rotex, then Revco, and then, okay, so we're good. We're good. We got cleared down to 3,500. We can reduce some more power to increase that descent rate. I'm happy with that. So getting a medical restriction removed, I'm not too sure. To be honest, I don't have any restrictions on my medical, but I've got conditions on my medical, and they suck. But to be honest, they haven't really given me a course of action to get it removed. They've given me a course of action to maintain my medical, but not a course of action to remove the conditions from my medical. So if there's a condition on your medical that says you can't fly at night, then I mean, you can't fly at night. Until you can prove to an AME or to the FSDO, you can contact your local FSDO and ask. That's really who you need to be talking to, not some stranger on the internet. You need to contact your local flight standard district office and ask. Be like, hey, I really want to get this restriction removed off of my medical. Will a commercial airlines hire with the restriction? No. No. Because I mean, they can't, with you having a night restriction, right? It's not that you can't act as PIC at night. You can't fly at night. Like, that is the restriction. If it's like you can't act as PIC at night, you could probably get a job as a first officer, but you're never going to upgrade to captain, right? But if your restriction is no fly at night, then no. Because, like, think of that. If there's passengers in the back and there's a delay, what's the course of action because you can't fly at night? They now have to call in a reservist because you can't fly it at night. Let's say that's not a reservist. So it's colorblind test stuff. I'm so new to this. I haven't started training yet. So talk to your local FSDO. Talk to your local FSDO or talk to a senior AME. Somebody over in the TikTok chat is recommending get a consultation with a senior AME. Do not put it in MedExpress. Get a consultation with a senior AME. It's going to cost you money. It's going to be expensive. But that's really the best course of action. I do know people that have gotten that restriction removed. You have to go up, you get a SOTA, a statement of demonstrated ability, showing that you can accomplish the tasks that you need to accomplish, even though you're colorblind. But do you think the job market is bad as a CFI right now? I've heard that it's not great. I've heard that people are definitely struggling a little bit to get jobs as a CFI. Well, because regionals aren't hiring 1,500-hour CFIs anymore. But yeah, there's another person over on TikTok saying they spent $350 on their last senior AME visit. I spend $650 on my HIMSS AME visits. It's expensive, but if I want to keep my medical, that's what I got to do. All right, so we're flying to Revco. Hello, I'm looking to get my PPL in the coming year. Do I have any genuine tips or recommendations? Well, I need to know a little bit more. What do you mean? Are you just getting your private pilot? Is that your end goal, is to just get your private pilot certificate? Okay, so I've been cleared for the approach. So let's go ahead and arm approach mode. I'm not actually colorblind, slight deficient, silly test. Well, so here's the thing. Changes have been made. Did you do the flip card test or did you do it on the computer? You better grab that damn glide path. My end goal is just be able to fly my wife around, no career, just passion with adventure. So what's your budget? I did the flip card test. So you are going to be in luck, motherfucker. The flip card test is no longer a valid test for colorblindness. You got 3 shots. You got 3 more shots now with the computer. Go get another medical exam. The flip card test, throw it out the fucking window. It's not valid anymore. So now J2T2P. When you say 20 grand, you can get your private pilot for 20 grand. What's your budget afterwards? Like, let's say you and your wife want to go fly, but I'll purchase a plane. Not to be considered in my question. Well, buying an airplane is a very valid way to save money. If you intend on buying an airplane anyway, like, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but buying an airplane, if you intend on buying one anyway, will make your flight training cheaper. Nah, fuck the AME that you went to. Go to a different AME. That was somebody over on YouTube, but over here on TikTok, if you're going to buy an airplane after you finish your training, just buy the airplane that you're going to buy after your training and do your training in it. Now you're not paying for rental. You're only paying for maintenance. Hate to be the person, but really liking the Cirrus SR-22, but that's long-term. I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting to buy an SR-22. I mean, it's a safe aircraft. Just make sure you stay up on your training. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to get the training in it, because you need to go to a CSIP instructor to get instruction in a Cirrus. I bought a Beechcraft, leased it back to my school, and that's what I trained in. I've heard some people do leasebacks. I've heard some people have good luck with leasebacks, and some people, leasebacks turn into the fucking bane of their existence. They never end up getting to fly their airplane. So just be aware that if you're doing a leaseback to a busy school, make sure that you've got like a little carve out in it so that you can say, nah, fuck you, it's my airplane. Okay? Piper Cubs, they're cheap. That's I've never really flown one. I just know that they're cheap. I don't like them because a lot of them don't really have a whole lot of power. And, you know, a lot of times that power you kind of need to get yourself out of trouble. Does that make sense? Like a 65 horsepower, you know, Cub, I mean, that's going to limit your option for instructors. You know, because I mean, if you got 65 horsepower with a max gross, or with a max, what's the word I'm looking for? If you got a 65 horsepower Cub with a payload of 600 pounds, I mean, gas, you and the instructor, you ain't got much. Like, yeah, you better leave your water bottle behind because you can't bring it with you. But if you can't afford the SR-22 now, think about...
Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 4210 wind calm, clear to
All
land.
right, cleared to land.
07.
If you can't afford the Cirrus right now, think about a 172. That's going to be dirt cheap to insure. It's going to be relatively affordable when it comes to maintenance, because everybody knows how to work on a Cessna 172. It's got 4 seats. I mean, if you're bringing the kid... now, when I say it's got 4 seats, like reasonably it has 2 seats and 2 kids in the back, or 2 seats and 1 grown-ass person in the back, and then you're probably taking 4 or 5 gallons of gas out of it at that point. But I mean, if you could afford an SR-22, go buy a fucking SR-22. Ain't no reason not to. And if that's what you want to do, and here's the thing, if you eventually want to buy an SR-22, your insurance is going to require you to go to a CSIP instructor to get trained in it anyway. So you're 31. I mean, so you're saying 20 grand's your budget for training. What's your budget for down payment? Or are you like Moneybags, fucking Mr. Scrooge McDuck over here, and you're like, I'm going to buy a DA-40 cash? No, I am not doing medical certificate consultations. No. I'm not a doctor. But what I do know is that some things changed with medicals where the flip cards aren't allowed anymore. God, no. Do not put that evil on me, Bobby. Do not put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Woo! I don't want none of that. So the color blindness flip cards. So you'd have 25% down. I mean, 500. Here's the thing. Go get the training in a Cirrus. If you want to buy a Cirrus, go get the training in the Cirrus. All right, runway's in sight. We're reducing power. Below 110, flaps can go 10. I guess technically there is a limit for the autopilot. Let's go flaps. And full flaps, gears down and locked. And there's my power. Oh, my place has some thingy that you look into. Yeah, that's what's allowed now. The little cards are not a thing anymore. So if you've gotten like a color blindness issue on those little cards, see if you can get the color blindness restriction removed by, well, taking the actual test. There we go, butter. Oh, that was a beautiful landing. What's up, AP? Thanks for the info. Headed to get my PPL. Love watching your content. Hope to talk to you about that mock check ride when it's time. Awesome. So C. Sickum, I have a medical certificate now. It's got some conditions on it. The conditions kind of suck. The conditions are expensive, but I have a medical certificate.
Big Cheese, Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey, 4210, contact ground on 1347.
1347. Awesome.
134.
Yeah, we're gonna
Cheese Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 4.
curious to the conditions you're under. So I have to go to an appointment every 2 weeks. I have to go to an appointment every 2 weeks for them to go, are you good? Me to go, yeah, I'm good. And that costs me money. Then I have to go to every 3 months. I have to go to a different appointment and go, are you good? Yeah, I'm good. And then every 6 months, I have to go to yet another appointment with a different doctor in Seattle for them to go, are you good? And for me to go, I'm good.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via
Yeah,
taxiway.
yeah.
Big Cheese
And
Foxtrot Charlie
the
Whiskey
appointments every 2
4210.
weeks are, they range anywhere from,
Dear passengers, welcome to Uturo.
they range anywhere from 75 to 150 bucks. The appointments every 3 months are usually about $600, and the appointments every 6 months are usually about $600.
Thanks for the safe travel, Captain. I will recommend your company.
On behalf of the entire company,
Now,
we would like to thank you for
the
choosing first
FAA
class.
says that my AME, the appointment I go to every 6 months, can remove some of these restrictions after a year. They can remove some of the requirements after a year. But that's it. Awesome. Charter service is completed. Oh, that one actually took a little while. That one actually took a little bit. But yeah, those are my, I don't want to call them restrictions because they're not restrictions. Like I have a fully fledged first class medical. Like there are no restrictions on my medical. I could go be a captain on an A380 tomorrow if I could get a fucking job on an A380. Do I have to show all your medical records when I go to an airline interview? No. That is technically protected under HIPAA. They could request my pilot medical record from the FAA though. Where should I put my first class medical? In your flight bag. I usually put them in my flight bag. Yep, all of this nonsense happened because some AME decided to go digging. Reputation, how's my reputation? Oh, that's it? That wasn't great. That wasn't great. I was really hoping my reputation was going to go up a little bit more than that. Hopefully everything is good. Hated being grounded for a year. I was grounded for 580 days, but who's counting, right? Who's counting? Favorite plane I ever flew. So I own a Lake 200 EP, and I absolutely love that airplane. Can't imagine AME doing that. You know what? Let's do something interesting. Let's go to free flight. And what I want to do is I want to take a seaplane that's roughly the same shape as mine. That's close to my airplane. I want to find a seaplane that's similar to mine. And we're going to go, because I've been wanting to land in the Green Bay, like near Green Bay a lot more. In the waters near Green Bay and near Milwaukee and all that jazz. But like, if I'm just gonna be honest, it's kind of tight. It's kind of tight there. So I kind of want to practice in the simulator. And it seems like the Icon might be even though the Icon is a lot slower than mine. So I am back to flying. I go back to training. So I went to training on the 12th. I did all my ground school stuff where I went through systems and general stuff again. And then I got a break for the holidays. And after that, on the 2nd, I go back for my simulator training. Your ATC at Green Bay? Well, that's awesome. Were you the person that gave me the clearance to do you? Because I got a clearance from Green Bay one time to land in the Fox River. And I expected to get the clearance of, cleared to operate at own risk, cleared to land in the river at your own risk. But no, ATC said cleared to do you. And I'm like, that is fucking gold. That is gold. Question for you. X-Plane also has missions like this one. Love your content, IFR. I don't think that X-Plane has missions like this. That was not me, but I have a feeling I know who it was. Dude, that clearance, I'm really upset that I didn't have like my audio in the airplane all oriented and whatnot, because I would have loved to got that on recording. Because that would have made some content. Hey Cheese, I'm doing commercial ATM, big pointers. ATM, what's ATM? Air technician maintenance or something? I don't know what ATM is. Did it kind of come back to you, or did you have to relearn it all? It did come back to me a bit. Oh, you're doing commercial at the moment. I was like, I don't know what the fuck ATM is. So commercial, does an airline do it? A lot of people are thinking that when we're talking about commercial regulations, we're talking about you personally doing things. No, those commercial regulations that we're talking about an operator doing those things. There's damn near nothing that you can do as a commercial pilot without having an operator certificate. You can get hired to fly someone else's airplane. That's what your commercial certificate is really for. You are not going to go buy an airplane and operate commercially. And I feel like that's where a lot of people get hung up on the commercial regs. They think, I'm going to go buy an airplane and operate commercially. Not a chance in hell are you going to do that. The application just to start that process with the FAA is like 50 grand. It's not happening. What we're talking about when we're talking about commercial regulations is, are you legal to operate under this operator certificate? Is this operator that you got hired by operating legally? Does that make sense? Yeah, so just want to, that's kind of the down and dirty way of explaining it. Gotta love private versus common carriage. It's so vague. It's not really that vague. Okay, so let's think about it. Private carriage is the public doesn't have access to buy time on this airplane. That's private carriage. That's all private carriage is. Does the public have access to buy time on this airplane? What's up, Lois? If the public doesn't have access to buy time on this airplane, congratulations, it's private carriage. The moment you start offering it to the general public, whether it be on Facebook, the Instagram, YouTube, fucking whatever, the moment you start offering time in an airplane for compensation for transportation from point A to point B, that is common carriage. Done any mock private pilot? I've watched them all. I need more. No, I've been busy. I've been busy with training, and you know, as I've said, the reason when somebody books a mock check ride with me, they send me usually about 500 pages worth of stuff for me to review, and it takes me a good 2-3 hours to review it all and write up a plan of action specifically for that student. So I really just don't have the time for it right now. How's airline training going? So I took 3 written tests for my airline, and I got a 92, 100, and a 98 on all 3 of them. So I think I'm doing good. What are your thoughts on Embry-Riddle? I hear mixed things, but I'm split about going. So Embry-Riddle's fucking expensive. I've flown with some Embry-Riddle graduates. Well, okay, I've done sim training with some Embry-Riddle grads, and it's a little rough, mostly because Embry-Riddle, like, they do good training. I'm not saying Embry-Riddle doesn't do good training. What I am saying is that Embry-Riddle sometimes doesn't give you enough rope to learn with, right? So when it comes to aeronautical decision making, it's not really there. But if you go out and you get other training and you work on your aeronautical decision making outside of Embry-Riddle, you'll probably be just fine. ATP, as I've said before, they hire a lot of instructors. A lot of those instructors might be a little rough. Thanks for that follow, Jake Flies Planes. We are over on YouTube as well, so if you want to go drop a follow over on there. Remember, TikTok's going away fairly soon. So if you want to go drop a follow over on TikTok or on YouTube, I also get ad revenue over there. Over here on TikTok, I don't make anything. But if you go and watch over on YouTube, I get a couple pennies, and it really helps out. The picture of the lines to depart Dayton whenever you fly from there are insane. Where can we find you on YouTube? Same exact place, Cheese Pilot. All right, let's get back into the game. Borderline logbook fraud with how they just run the hobs waiting on those lines. Oh, well, now, I mean, you have the intention of taking off, okay? Not logbook fraud. You have the intention of taking off. You're operating an aircraft. It's so weird seeing my airport in a simulator. Is it weird seeing an icon at your airport? Mixture's rich. And keys on both. And we'll go beacon, nav, strobe, taxi. And then when we get ready to take off, we'll go. All right, so let's release the parking brake. Master's on. Avionics are on. We're really just going to try and go to the Fox River, and we're going to try and land in the Fox River. So let's go landing light on. Mixture's full rich. And everything's in the green. There's not much to... Oh my God, this thing is so twitchy. This thing is so twitchy on the ground. If you mean icon by you, Cheese... Oh, come on. There we go. All right, we're up. And let's go gear up. And flaps up. Flaps up just to be sure. Go ahead and bring that power. And we'll climb out at a green AOA. Now, let's keep that power full. This AOA indicator is so goddamn weird for me. So we'll just stay low, and we're going to buzz it. We're going to head straight to the Fox River. She bought a multi now, so she can do 4 run-up. Oh. Fly with K kind of vibe? Well, are you talking about this? Are you talking about, like, this stream kind of nonsense right now? I've kind of done some of that, like, in the airplane. The icon is literally, yes, the icon is a jet ski with wings, but it is the closest thing to simulate my airplane. Oh, no, her logbook fraud type stuff. Oh, yeah, I mean, I've met Kay. She seems fine. It's a job. All right. Like, let's just be honest. This content creation, doing the videos, whether it be in a multi, whether it be in, all that nonsense, it's a job. If the content's not for you, I mean, it's not for you. Like, I don't watch her videos, and I'm pretty damn sure she doesn't watch mine. But that's because, like, what she does isn't for me. It's a job for her. It's a job for me. But let's go to the Fox River and see if we can find somewhere to land. Because there's a restaurant that has a dock outside of it. Nons, I think is what it's called, or is it Nandu's? It's Nandu's. Nandu's. They have a dock right outside of Nandu's, and it's just past the dam of the Fox River in Green Bay. So I want to land there and go from there. Like, I want to land in the Fox River and go to Nandu's for lunch. I feel like that would be an absolute hoot and a fucking half. Just doesn't seem like the best way to build experience if she never leaves the local pattern. Well, she's not. I mean, let's be honest. She's not there for experience. She's making enough money to buy a twin, a fairly nice twin, by making content. Why like, what experience does she need to build? Like, she wants to go to the regionals? Fuck no. Like, come on. All right, so there's the dam, I think. Yeah, that is definitely the dam. All right. I don't think this AOA indicator is working. We might need to bring this around. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to bring this around for another another lap through. Alternator. Why is my alternator? Strobe, taxi land, bilge, water rudder. Or is that the dam? Yeah, I'm not really sure why my alternator is showing red. Okay, so there's the dam. There's the dam. All right. The alternator light is always on in 2024? Okay. I live an hour away from Kay's local airport. Well, that's awesome. I really doubt anybody lives that close to my local airport. I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere. Never understood the whole thing with the guy with the intersection pass beef or huh? Oh, well, because he never did a fucking inspection pass. He buzzed someone's house. That's all he did. He didn't do it's Trent Palmer. He didn't do an inspection pass. He buzzed someone's house. He never had the intention of landing. He wasn't in the appropriate configuration to do an inspection pass. All right. Yeah, this AOA indicator does not work. Also, this doesn't really seem like... Yeah, that AOA... Land aircraft? How does the 00 auto land thing work? Well, the airplane has a radar altimeter. And the radar altimeter... Let's go ahead and get our water rudder down. The radar altimeter tells the airplane how high it is above the ground. And once it's above a certain height, the airplane starts doing the things that an airplane would do, that a pilot would do. Come on. There we go, there we go, there we go. Come on, point into the... Yeah, that is definitely the dam, but I don't see Nandu's. Did they figure that stuff out, or is it still an issue? So I've never had an issue with my radar altimeter. So I'm not... Yeah, I mean, I've never had an issue with my radar altimeter. But the rule says I can't go below DA unless I have runway environment in sight. It says unless... look at... I think it's... So it's 91-175 Charlie that talks about runway environment and all that jazz. Go actually read the regulation. Like, you saying that lets me know you've never actually read the regulation and you've just trusted your instructor. Because if you read it, it has some caveats for Cat 2 and Cat 3 operations. Oh my God, this thing is a fucking disaster. Oh, well, probably would have helped if I'd have brought my flaps up. Yeah, this thing sucks. I don't like that at all. I do not like the icon at all. Let's see you with the Phoenix. So the Phoenix in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 sucks. It's not great. It's not. Well, let's read it then. Let's read the regulation. Let's read it. Bar aim. 91-175. Maybe it's under 121. But let's look it up. Taking off and landing. So 90. So for the operations below the DH. So, except as provided in paragraph 91-176 of this chapter, where DA or MDA is applicable, no pilot may operate, blah, blah, blah. So, Straight in landing operations below DA or DH or MDA using enhanced flight visual systems under IFR, or EFVS operations at touchdown and rollout. The aircraft must be equipped with an operable EFVS that meets the applicable airworthiness requirements of EFVS. That's where it is. That's it. It's 91-176. It's literally the next regulation. But yes, I do live in Wisconsin. I'm going to go grind the practice written, give you 15 minutes. Awesome. Now, Defiant Prawn. I do have some stock airplanes in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, but from what I have noticed is they are garbage. They are atrocious. They just don't function well. They don't function as intended. They load really slowly. Like, I mean, look, I've got the Goose, which technically isn't stock, but it is rough. What else do I have? I know I got a couple other things. I think I got the Concorde in here somewhere. Yeah, see, look, I've got a Beechcraft King Air, but like, look how small it is. Like, it doesn't function properly either. Yeah, hot air balloon. See, here's the Phoenix Sim. So the 00 Autoland is the E system. Kind of. Yes. In layman's terms, sure. It's when the aircraft is certified for what it can do, right? And then the aircraft has to have certain maintenance items that are accomplished with to maintain that certification. There's a lot of things that go into it, but what 91-176 is really saying is that there is a possibility to certify an aircraft to operate below DH or DA without the visual guidance prescribed by 91-175. That makes sense? I pretty much fly the Vision Jet around. You know, I've never flown the Vision Jet, so let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. Where'd it go? Vision Jet. Oh, can't I type? Yeah, I can. Vision. There it is. Let's see what this is about. You know, there's a Vision Jet parked at my airport right now. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to go to my home airport. And I know I just said that I don't really like showing people where my home airport is, but let's do it anyway. But yeah, there's a Vision Jet currently parked on the ramp at my airport. It's actually right there. Set that as departure. And this is going to be interesting because I don't know how these controls are really going to work with the Vision Jet, but we're going to try it. I've flown in and out of there before. Well, that's awesome, Hobby Pilot. I was thinking you were in 2020. 2024 is in rough. Yes, 2024 is in rough shape right now. But I was doing career mode earlier. And the career mode's kind of fun. The career mode is kind of fun. Live airport traffic. Nobody. Fucking nobody. All right. Where do we want to go? Let's go. Oh, what is the name of that airport? I forget it. Does somebody give me the identifier for Madeline Island? We're going to go to Madeline Island. Flew to Kesu from KIW for my long solo cross-country commercial. Well, that is awesome. I'm a little salty you didn't stop by and say hi. No, I'm just fucking with you. That's Beaver Island. I don't want to go to Beaver Island. I want to go to Mackinac Island, not Madeline Island. So that is KMCD. We're going to go to KMCD. Has anybody ever been to Mackinac Island? Or Mackinac? What yoke am I using? This is the Honeycomb Bravo, and I'm also using the Honeycomb Alpha, Honeycomb Bravo control setup. I was there. Some guy with 2 dogs. Yep. That's usual. That's normal. That's normal. Now why can't I? Oh, because I have to do it this way. Let's go route to find route. Huh. Okay. Well, cruise altitude, we're going to change that to... Yeah, we're not going up to 390. We'll probably go up to 14 to go from... Because, yeah, that would just be asinine. Change procedure. I guess we'll go straight out auto, change procedure. Is it really not going to give me a route? Okay, fine, whatever. We'll do it VFR. Fucking do it VFR. How much did my sim cost? So, Next Level Racing actually sent me the seat and stuff that I'm sitting in. So go check them out if you want the whole like cockpit and everything. Now, when it comes to the honeycomb yoke and throttle, what I actually did was I used my wife's flight benefits because I didn't have flight benefits at the time because of the whole medical nonsense to fly to Vegas to buy them for dirt cheap because someone was selling them dirt cheap. Okay, I didn't really want to start outside of the airplane, mainly because I don't know how to get inside this airplane. Okay, well, I guess that's how you get inside the Vision Jet. That is snazzy as fuck, boys. Just wanted to say your check ride prep videos helped me pass. No, you know what helped you pass? Your willingness to look for information to help you study. That's what helped you pass. Is the airlines in career mode like A320s and all that? I have no idea. I haven't gotten that far. I also kind of wanted a cold dark airplane, but then again, I don't know how to start the Vision Jet, so we're just gonna go Control E and just start it. All right, no FMS position. It's a push button start. There's a start button behind the joystick. Okay, I gotta see this. Let's go ahead and change the weather so that we can get something a little bit more. Well, let's just get some daylight. There we go. You saying it's over here? There's a push button behind the joystick? Where? Oh, damn. It's right there. That's it? That's all you gotta do? Okay, so I guess the landing gear, yeah, should definitely. The fuel pump on. Where's my fuel pump? So there's strobes. That 1 and 2, Gen 1 and 2, land, ice. We'll turn the oxygen on. Wing anti-ice, windshield heat. Where is fuel pump is automatic? Oh, okay. Parking brake, fuel quantity miscompare. What does that even mean? Still saying no FMS position. What am I waiting on for this FMS to position as? All right. Not sure what that's about. But what we're going to do is we're going to try and set up the... Oh, accept initialization right there. Initialization process is not complete. Confirm the initialization process. Sure. Yeah. Let's go direct to. Oh, that's already set up. Awesome. Home. Procedure. Departure. Nope, nothing there. Are there any arrivals? Nope, nothing into Mackinac. What about an approach? All right, we already got the 2.6 loaded. I'm happy with that. Let's bounce. I guess that's it. Okay, so we still have oil PSI is at 0. Go ahead and just. All right, so fuel control, auto, left, right. Yep. That's the throttle, right? Okay, so that is the throttle. Awesome. So we are at idle. Now, let's go ahead and hit this starter again. All right, so we got N1. N2's rotating. Where's fuel flow? I don't see fuel flow yet. Starter engaged. Takeoff in pitch trim. Fuel pump is on. Not seeing any fuel flow. Well, yeah, it's right there. It's on run. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go right. Still no fuel flow. See, the starter's running. So what we're going to do... Let's go ahead and turn that off. And then try this starter again. Fuel pressure low. That's normal. Think you left the engine covers on. Oh, for fuck's sakes. That is so frustrating. All right. We're going to reset this. That is one of the dumbest features that they put in this thing, was the fact that you have to take off the covers. Like, that's not a... I don't place any value on immersion, on forcing me to take the covers off of the fucking engine and the pitot tube and all, like, what am I gaining out of that? Nothing. Not gaining a damn thing. Thanks for sharing that live, Ethanab. All right. Fucking... I don't even know where the pitot covers are on this thing. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, don't forget the chocks. Because, you know... Where would we be without the immersion? Just did a flight a second ago and had me landing... taxi directly to the hangar and park, and it told me it was a crash. Yeah, Microsoft Flight Sim is definitely okay, so that's TKS fluid. Yeah, the immersion. Where would I be without the immersion? All right, I didn't see any static port covers. Is there static port covers on this thing? Okay. 88 on the practice written. That's what I'm talking about, Teddy. You got this. You got this, Teddy. All right. Now, let's get to some... Let's get to some a little bit brighter. Like, I kind of want to... I don't really want to do this at night because it's kind of boring at night. Once you consistently get over 90, go and take it. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't disagree with that statement. Awesome. So, masters on, avionics on. Okay, that's weird. Why is it doing that? Okay, sure. For the immersion. Oh god. Yeah, this thing is all right. So strobes can go on, master oxygen can go on. Now let's go ahead, get rid of this thing. That's on run. Now let's go engine start. So I'm seeing N2, I'm seeing N1, ITT's on the rise, oil pressure's on the rise, and there's fuel flow. And ITT, interturbine temp, is on the rise. We have light off. And running. So pitot heat on. All my lights are on, or all my batteries are on. That's the emergency air, landing light, ice, all that jazz. No, all that stuff can stay off. Cabin LFE, landing field elevation, is not set. Okay. So, accept initialization. Oh, wait a minute. Cancel. Initialize fuel. How much fuel do we have? We currently have 144. So, let's go ahead and set it. 144. And enter. Taking my private pilot check ride next. Your vids have helped. That is awesome. Congratulations. Come back and let me know how it goes. All right, fuel on board sync, confirm, then back, flight plan, add origin. We are currently at KSUE and enter. Add destination. We are going to KMCK. No, that's not it. MCN. Fuck. MCD. That's what it is. KMCD. Mackinac. Awesome. Direct VNav. Let's go cruise 250. All right. I mean, why am I going so slow? Climb. Altitude, speed limit, profile, FMS speed, FMS target. Awesome. That's good. Go back. Takeoff data. Runway, we'll go with runway 2. That feels like the closest one. Runway distance, I don't know. We'll go with 3,000. That feels like enough for a Vision jet, right? I don't fucking know. And initialization, accept initialization. I'm happy with that. All right, engine's running. I see a plan. Takeoff emergency battery. That one into... I don't know what that's about. Bleed is off. Oh, okay. Where's my bleed? Fresh air bleed. And... trim. I feel like the trim is... Where's my trim? I don't even know where the trim indicator is in this thing. Where is the trim indicator? Oh, there's the trim indicator. All right, I found it. All right, let's get our trim into the green. Thanks for that follow, Dex. Make sure to go drop a follow over on TikTok or on YouTube as well. Because, you know, I get money over on YouTube. I don't get money over here. All right, speed, FMS. I'm happy with that. All right, now it's saying emergency battery. Is there an emergency battery that I am missing somewhere? Does anybody know what it means by emergency battery? Because I don't see a battery anywhere. I don't see an emergency battery button kicking around here. And I really don't want this thing to yell at me when we go to take off. All right, so that's all my anti-ice. I don't need that. That's all my electrical. Don't need that. We turn. I mean, that's a landing light. I mean, I guess. Let's go. I know there's an aircraft systems page. Let's. I mean, for fuck's sake, let's check electrical power and see. External power's off. Starter's off. That two. That one. I don't even see an emergency battery on the electrical page. Oh, for fuck's sakes, Microsoft Flight Sim. Like, why make it if you're not gonna bother to like do it well? Like, I don't get it. Like, why spend all this time, effort, and money making a simulator and then doing it this fucking horribly? Let's set field elevation. It's roughly 700. Oh, I guess we could actually check the weather. Let's check for flight. I don't know what the frequency is. I think it's like 1, 2... I forget. I don't want north. What the fuck? Stop. There we go. What are we looking at? We're looking at 12832. 12832.5. Enter.
Kilo Sierra Uniform Echo Automated Weather Observation 010 Zulu. Wind 345 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky condition 1,500 feet scattered. Temperature 3C dew point. 2C altimeter 29er 7101.
2971. All right.
Sierra Uniform Echo Automated Weather Observation 010.
12270. Transfer. All right. Let's set our flaps for takeoff. And let's get rolling down to runway 2. Gain a clearance? We are at an uncontrolled airport. There is no clearance to get. Oh my God. Come on, Microsoft Flight Sim. Like, let's go outside. This thing is a pain to taxi. Yeah, this is not what my airport looks like. Like, not even slightly. Let's take this on up to 14,000 feet. Yeah, this thing's kind of squirrely on the ground. So we're going... I guess that's a good thing for such a big jet. I guess it's not that big. Thanks for that follow, Connor. Conno, what? I don't know. Con. Thanks for the follow, Con. All right, flaps are set. Let's get on down here and take off. Head back inside. All right. I wonder if this is how you actually like sit in the Vision Jet. This feels weird to have like these 3 screens right in front of me. And Star Bay traffic. Oh, what the fuck? Star Bay traffic, Lake or Vision Jet, one something or another. Taking off runway 2. Let's go. Beacon, landing light, all those lights on. Everything's square. There's an auto land over your head. I guess technically, sure. Ah! And we're up. Let's go indicated airspeed. Let's go nav. And oh shit, gear. Gear up. And autopilot's on. Flaps up. And flaps up. We are good. It is not a Learjet. This is a Vision Jet. What's up, girthy meatball? How's your night going? This is a Vision Jet. We are currently at 93% thrust. I wonder what takeoff thrust is supposed to be. Let's bring it back to 90% because I feel like... Or doesn't this thing have auto throttles? Is there a climb detent around here? So that's takeoff thrust. See the above post? What did you say? I must have missed it. Yeah, auto thrust. There we go. Oh, no, don't put the gear down. There's an MCT detent. Amazing, getting ready for my commercial written. That is awesome. Congratulations. All right, so Kierski. Oh, just trying to be funny. I love the SF-50. Oh, is that what this thing's called? Is the Vision Jet? Is it SF-50? Yeah, so I couldn't find the MCT detent, but I did find the auto thrust button. So I'm assuming that's what I need. Also, I broke my rudder pedals installing them on this pad. So if anybody's got any recommendations for rudder pedals, I'm all ears because I broke mine. Oh, this thing's loud. Oh, did I just kick the autopilot off? No, autopilot's still on. Okay. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of snazzy. Let's see where all the views are. Oh, look at the hobs. That's rudders. All right, what do we got up here? Oh, so that's my... Okay, okay. That's all of that fun stuff. Rudder pedals, that's all that stuff. That's the start panel. That's the throttle quadrant. That's the autopilot. All right. Had a chance to see a Diamond Jet, serial number 123. What's a Diamond Jet? I don't think I know what a Diamond Jet is. Diamond Jet. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That is kind of snazzy. Like, I found one in an ATP livery. That's kind of funny. But we are on our way to Mackinac Island. Kind of wondering when this thing's going to accelerate. Single engine jet? It was single engine? So it had 2 intakes for a single jet? Oh yeah, that's kind of weird. All right, let's go to the Wikipedia for it. We're gonna learn today. We're gonna learn ourselves something today. We're gonna put this Vision Jet way up there, and we're gonna learn to see. Same setup, you see. Hey Cheese, currently studying for my instrument written. Any tips? Yeah, Shepherd Air. Sorry. So the D-Jet is a composite 5-seat single-engine, very light jet developed by Diamond. The intended cost was advertised to be $1.89 million. That's an affordable jet. The D-Jet has been disrupted by funding shortfalls by the Great Recession. By February 2013, development program had been suspended pending reorganization. That's sad. So it could seat up to 5. High level of stability was reported through the full envelope. The jet possessed relatively low drag, enabling it to glide in excess of 65 miles from 25,000 feet. Oh, but it did only have a service ceiling of 25,000 feet. That's not great. That's not great at all. The cabin of the D-Jet was intended to feature various design elements, enhanced onboard comfort, such as proposed seating layout, low vibration levels during cruise for both passenger and crew. It was powered by a single Williams FJ33-4 turbofan. Any tips for studying for your instrument check ride? What I would say when it comes to studying for your instrument check ride, a lot of people just want to memorize the information. Get into Microsoft Flight Sim. Get into something that's going to force you to actually think about these regulations, to think about these rules, to think about your instrument training in a practical sense. Because once you've got it to a practical, oh, this is why I do this, this is how I do this, it's going to come a lot easier to you. But yeah, the D-Jet seemed like a pretty nice airplane. It's kind of sad that it flopped due to the Great Recession, due to your parents fucking up the economy. Thanks, Grandma. We could have had a really nice D-Jet, and you just had to screw it up for the rest of us because you just had to buy a house you couldn't afford. But wait, the fuck? Okay. What the fuck? Look at it. Why is the strut still out? Why is the strut still out? But unless you look at it from underneath. But as soon as you, okay, we're just gonna hide that down there. Don't nobody need to see that. Don't nobody need to see that. So we're accelerating to 250. So we're currently doing 64% thrust. I feel like we can do better than that. I feel like we can do better than that. No, the gear is up. Because I checked it. All right, manual control of the thrust. Oh, why is it only giving me 66? Well, that's kind of frustrating that the FADEC tells me, I guess we're going to go auto throttle FMS and just let it do what it's going to do, I guess. You have to set the speed in the FMS. Okay, well, let's go. Is it perf? Speed bugs. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Home. Flight plan, procedure, VNAV, flight plan options. Doing my CFII check in a couple weeks. Any tips? So when it comes to your CFII, it's the same thing that I say for almost any CFI check ride. Don't try to mail it in. Make sure you show up prepared. Make sure you show up ready to provide instruction. That's where a lot of people fail when it comes to their CFI stuff. They don't show up ready and prepared to provide instruction. All right, PFD then? Let's see. PFD. Oh, 250 is the max. Huh. I didn't realize the Vision Jet was so slow. Finishing up ATP's programs. Would you say that coming back to ATP to instruct is the best way to get to the airlines? I mean, all you need to do is get hours. All you need to do is get hours. So if going to ATP gets you those hours, then go to ATP and get those hours. I mean, I don't know. It's a little squirrely on the ground. Now, I've never flown a Vision Jet. I've never even flown a jet of this size. Somebody asked, what do I do in real life? What do I fly in real life? I fly the 320 for work, the A320 for work. But personally, I have a Lake 200. How much longer are we in cruise? What's my true airspeed? So I'm Mach 0.44. What is the service ceiling of a... So we got a ground speed of 288. It's about 20 minutes. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Are you the one that hit the bird that took off your vortex generators? I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about vortex generators. It was a Lake 200 EP. Get it straight. No, I'm just fucking with you. Yeah. So that was my airplane. That was my airplane. It sucked. The FAA got up my ass pretty far about that too. It was a little frustrating because I hit a bird. I got it checked by a mechanic, and I didn't even realize that we weren't. I didn't even realize that we weren't back in the game. Yeah, I hit a bird. It took off a vortex. It took off a couple vortex generators. I still was within my STC, and I got a mechanic to inspect the aircraft before I took back off. But the FAA wanted my logbooks. They wanted the logbooks of my airplane, and to show that like I wasn't flying an unairworthy aircraft back home. It was a little frustrating, but you know, the FAA's got to make sure everybody's safe. I'm just saying there's probably some other things they could be doing, but you know. Did they ever figure out what bird it was? Did they ever figure out what kind of bird it was? I wonder, why are we so slow? Is the Vision Jet really this, like, slow? King Airs do this. I think they found it on the runway a little bit later. It was dead on mic. Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, it hit an airplane doing 80 miles an hour or 80 knots. Like, what do you think? Like, of course it was dead. Yeah, it was, that was a little, yeah. I know the information I got is they said it was a rock pigeon, whatever that is. I don't know what a rock pigeon is. We're not going to set up minimums. Do I have a procedure? VNAV. Let's enable VNAV, FMS speed, climb, cruise, descent. So descent profile, 250, terminal, 200, 10 miles. Okay, so it's going to go through all of that. Home. Let's go procedure, select approach. Let's go RNAV GPS runway 8. I'm happy with that. We're going to go direct to Wakama. No, we're not going to fly the course reversal. We're just going to load and activate. You were in training when it happened. I love that you fly sims and you're a real pilot. All right, Chrissy, what's up? Flew the RNAV 23 into KAPF today in real life, low IFR. 200 visual value. That is pretty low. That is pretty low. How'd it feel? How'd it feel, man? Tell us all about it. Get us more details. We need more details about it. All right, let's go aircraft systems. Let's turn off the electrical power. Landing field elevation, FMS. Okay, I'm happy with that. Status and info. All right. Feel like that's the page we generally want to be on. Posted a photo on my Facebook, a screenshot of backcountry pilot, airport K. Okay, I'm a little confused about that. Chrissy K77. Not sure what you're getting at. Oh, it is hard IFR. Well, what airport were you going to? Like, I'm a little confused about what the, like, what's up? Like, I'm a little, like, I'm not sure what you're getting at. God, Division Jet is so slow. I thought Division Jet was faster. Why is Division Jet so slow? This is an expensive airplane to do 200 knots in. This is a really expensive airplane to do 220 knots. Posted a photo of a carbon cub at a big country airport in Idaho. Well, that's awesome. Yes, Vision Jet slow, Necromancer. How's it been, Necromancer? Buy a Piper Fury instead. What is a Piper Fury? Tell me more about a Piper Fury, Necromancer. Holy shit, how is this thing this slow? What's our ETA? We still got 12 minutes? Oh, an M700. Yeah. What's the cruise speed of an M700? $301 is the maximum cruise speed of an M700. And that's a turboprop. We've got a turbo fan right here that is struggling to break 230. I'm not sure what airport you're talking about, Chrissy K. Like I'm really confused. Like, I could tell you're trying to be like a little, I could tell you're trying to be like a little facetious and like, you know, tongue in cheek or something, but like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to dumb it down Barney style for me. I don't dumb it down Barney style to my students because they need it. I dumb it down Barney style for me because I need it, right? I'm the dum-dum. Does Mixture do anything in this airplane? No, Mixture does not do anything in this airplane. What about props? Nope, no props. Can I pull the mask out? Let me see. Nope, can't use the mask. What's this thing do? Oh, that's the parachute. Ha! Oh. Okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. No, I did not pull the parachute by mistake. It was a carbon cub at a backcountry airport. Okay. I think I get where, like, I think I'm picking up what you're putting down now. Oh. Oh, the backup display doesn't work? Emergency exits closed, parking brakes off, baggage doors closed. IPS fluid. Oh, so we got anti-ice fluid. Yeah, why are both the pages aircraft status? I feel like that's kind of not useful. Aircraft systems. What you call it? Hit home button? What do you mean home button? Yeah, okay, so home button. Oh, I get what you're getting at. And then for the other one, I'm gonna put yeah, I think that's, I don't know. How do I unsplit it? There's got to be a button around here to unsplit it. It's for your much needed FO. Click the primary flight display. There's a button for that. Okay, so EFD. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted MFD. Ah, there we go. Awesome. I'm not a stupid. Oh, look, we're going to be passing Beaver Island soon. Oh, look, there's... Isn't that... No, that's... Is that Fox Island? Yeah, that is Fox Island. I've landed on Fox Island before. That was fun. Hit the home button. Should bring up the GPS map. That's all it takes in the G1000. Oh, yeah, I figured it out. I appreciate the heads up. I appreciate the tips on trying to get this thing all squared away. Let's just arm... Oh, I don't have a VNAV button. Do I have a VNAV button on my autopilot? How long have I been flying? I got my private pilot... Oh, almost... Oh, God, how long ago would it have been since I got my private pilot? I think maybe I was 22, 23? Yeah, I got my private pilot when I was like 22 or 23 years old, if I remember correctly. So that would make it like a little over a decade ago. Hey, how's it going, man? I got my PPL check ride Friday and studying your channel all day. That is awesome. Don't forget to go to the actual source material and, you know, make sure you read up and learn how to use the actual books and stuff. Because if there's something that you got to look up on your check ride, you want to make sure that you don't just go, well, Cheese Pilot said. You want to make sure that you can actually use the source material as well. But I appreciate you watching the channel. It helps out a lot. It helps afford cool things like this. If you are looking for, you know, oh yeah, Necromancer, don't you have like a cockpit sim kind of setup? This is, so for private pilot training, neither. I generally don't recommend simulators for private pilot training because in private pilot training, you're really learning how to fly, how to feel the airplane. And in a sim, you don't really get that, right? Plus, it's very unlikely that you are going to be training in an airplane that's, you know, available in Microsoft Flight Sim, right? Training in a G1000 and whatnot isn't that common unless you're at one of the big schools that have G1000s and all that. Oh, you just have your HOTAS on a stand and run VR. So, I don't know if you're around the area, you gotta come up and check out this thing from Next Level Racing that they sent me. So yeah, 6-pack 172. For private pilot, I wouldn't really recommend either simulator. It's not really worth. I wouldn't say that it's going to help with coordination. When you say coordination, like rudder pedal coordination, no, it's not going to help, because by the time you're done with private pilot, you should be able to feel on whether or not you're coordinated. Trying to do that in a sim obviously isn't the case. Even I struggle with maintaining coordination in a simulator. And I mean, I teach in fucking simulators. Like part of my goddamn job is teaching in simulators. So no, it's not really going to help. I really don't recommend simulators for private pilot. Instrument, fuck yeah, instrument all the way. Get in that simulator for all the hours that you can get in that simulator, because it's going to save you money. But when it comes to private pilot, no. I flew Falcon 2000 as a safety pilot, and they were blown away and never landed an airplane. What? Not really sure what you're getting at. Like, is a what? You got to elaborate on that one. You've been on Flight Sim 2020 since the 90s. Well, Flight Sim 2020 came out in 2020, so you've been on. But how much longer we got? Estimated time en route 3 minutes. Oh, what the hell happened to my vertical path? Okay, that's frustrating. I thought it would go down to it. All right. I thought I armed VPath. I expected it to follow VPath. I guess I should pay attention. Let's go indicated airspeed. And we are just going down. Down, down, down. Do we have air brakes on this thing? I mean, I guess I gotta shoot. I've never been able to get VNAV to work on a Vision Jet. You set... Yeah, I think what I needed to do was to set the... I think what I needed to do was to set my bottom altitude and then arm VNAV. I think that was my problem. Now, what I am curious about is, why am I going so slow? Like, I wanted you to maintain 245 all the way down. MFD direct to flight plan, is that VNAV? Oh, it's back on path. Holy shit. I caught up. I did not expect that to happen. Holy shit. Auto thrust. I did not expect to catch back up. I guess this thing can drop. This thing can drop. That is awesome. Yeah, I don't really know how to use the Vision Jet. Not enough beans? Who doesn't have enough beans? The Vision Jet? Yeah, the Vision Jet doesn't have shit for beans. I guess we're in the soup and it's chilly, so let's go ahead and turn our anti-ice on. Yep, engines, anti-ice. All right, we are all squared away when it comes to anti-ice. You set on alt mode. Oh, for VNav? Yeah, I think that's how it was supposed to go. I fucked it all up, though. All right, we are almost to Mackinac. Has anybody ever been to Mackinac? I've been to Mackinac, or sorry, it's Mackinac Island. Anybody ever been to Mackinac Island? They got fudge on Mackinac Island. It's actually kind of a fun little island to go to. No cars allowed on Mackinac Island, which, you know, it upsets some people, but then you get horse rides everywhere. You get to fly there. I was about to freak out on you. Oh, because I was calling it Mackinac. I do know how to pronounce it. I just... it was just for you. It was just for you. It was just for you. Awesome. All right, so it looks like we're turning on for approach. Yeah, let me just check our procedure just to make sure. Decent terminal speed limit. Yep, we're good there. All right, so MFD, home, procedure. Yep, RNAV, GPS runway 18. I'm surprised the VisionJet doesn't have like the artificial vision. I thought the VisionJet had the camera. You're gonna need that, Caps. Nah, I got this. What's the approach speed for a fucking VisionJet? Don't they put that stuff up here? No. That's waypoints. Fuel, payload, flight details, aircraft, cruise speed. Cruise speed 305 my ass. Post-flight, in-flight, climb, post-flight. Okay, yeah, no. That's not what I need. Wow. Oh, look, I got 36 airports. I got 6 hours of flying. All right, we're about to, let's hit approach mode so that we can arm the approach. So we're slowing down to 200, about 110 on approach, or just 250 to over the threshold. Oh, come on. SVT button for synthetic vision. Where is the SVT button? SVT, SVT, SVT. I do not see SVT. PFD settings. PFD mode, AOA. SVT. There we go. Yeah, I had my synthetic vision turned off. All right, when is this thing going to actually arm approach mode? Because we're getting, like, real goddamn close. All right, gear down. Oh, shit, there's the airport. Autopilot off. Yeah, for 4 million, you better get synthetic vision, right? All right, flaps 1, flaps 2, flaps 3. There's a bit of a crosswind. Woo! Woo! Ooh, we're just gonna need to plant this. Wow! Hey, do you think we sideloaded the gear? Did the flaps not come down or something? Nah, flaps are down. Fuck just happened? Yeah, I think we're done with that. I think we're done with that. FAA investigators on. Yeah, you gonna need somebody. You gonna need somebody because that was. Boy, that was not my best performance. Not my best performance. How do I do what view? All right, what airport are you at, man? What airport are you at? What do I want to fly? Let's go and fly this. Let's go and fly a big old seaplane. Yes, this is 2024. Not even at work, and I reached for the crash phone. So, Landon Rich, what airport are we saying? All right, I'm gonna need the identifier. I don't know what airport that is. I guess maybe I could type it in. TIC ONDER. Oh yeah, look, there it is. Never mind. Oh, there's a bunch of water to land in. Send it. Well, that's kind of spooky looking. It got dark all of a sudden. All right, mixtures up. Set. Landing taxi, awesome. All right, yeah, we definitely gonna we're gonna make this daytime. What were you annoying me with? No, you're good. You're good, man. Like, I'm not annoying nobody. The Fizdo's watching. Probably. All right. So yoke works. Pull back. Pull forward. Push forward. Oh. I don't know if you remember me, but we used to play War Thunder all the time. Oh, well, that's awesome, man. Sorry. Like, War Thunder, like, I'm not good at it. Like, if I'm just gonna be honest. Like, sure, like, I'm not playing a whole lot anymore. A lot of it is because of, like, War Thunder's unwillingness to, like, yeah. But, like, a lot of it was that, and also, like, just the fact that they weren't paying me. And it just wasn't fun for me anymore. All right, control space. Oh, shit. This thing was in reverse. All right. Everything's square. Everything's in the green. Airspeed's alive. AOA. Once it's in the white, we'll pull. All right, gear up. Let's make sure that the gear actually came up. The gear are coming up. Awesome. Oh, wow. There's a lot of mountains out here. Let's go ahead and bring those engines back to a reasonable torque level. So I was I think I was in Vegas in training. I mean, I kind of got to get a job back, man. Airplanes are expensive. If you don't know, airplanes they're expensive. Let's go ahead and land in some of this water over here. So we're gonna bring our power. Ooh. Can I go into beta in flight? Oh, yes, I can. That is not a good idea. Do not do that. Do not do that. Go props full forward, mixtures full rich. And we can go flaps 1. Go flaps 2. I wonder what stall speed is in this. I am trying to drag this thing in over the treetops. Ooh, balloon. Am I on the water? Oh, I'm on the water. Yeah, that's my stall horn. Or something. That is annoying. We have no water rudder. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. You see why they don't do seaplanes for passenger air travel anymore? Could you imagine? Could you imagine being in the back of one of these things when that is going on? How do I feel about ATP? Everybody wants to know how I feel about ATP. I mean, ATP is a flight school. They are a pilot mill. That is, like, to be honest, I think they're proud of it. The fact that they are a pilot mill. Oh, why did only one engine come back to reverse? There we go. I don't know what speed it is, but I can guarantee it stalls at 0. That's pretty funny. All right. God, I want a widgeon. To be honest, I want one of these. This is really what I want. Because this thing is a hoot on the water. Power up. Go 1 notch. Ooh, nice little skip. And we're up. Tour of the Catalina KAVX landing. So I've never actually, so I've seen the Catalina at Sun and Fun. I would absolutely love to go for a ride in the Catalina. I thought I was going to get a chance to do so, but it just didn't end up working out. I was a little disappointed, but you know, shit happens. Oh, the Catalina Airport. Oh. I saw it at Oshkosh too. In real life, we have a lot of seaplanes on that lake when I'm at work, so I see them all the time. The Catalina wine mixer. Wait a minute. All right, let's try a... Yeah, why is it only giving me 1 reverse at a time? Ah! Don't do that. Oh! Oh, that's stall. We died. Oh, it just puts you right back in it. The PBY is all executive visa. Huh? I don't remember seeing it at Oshkosh. I remember seeing it at Sun and Fun. I don't remember seeing it at Oshkosh. Love that you're streaming more. Hope your holidays went well. Well, thanks for showing up and hanging out. Why am I so fast? Okay. Flaps, flaps, flaps. Flaps are all down. And we are on the water. Keep that nose up, keep that nose up. All right. I think I should learn more of the controls of this thing. Because I feel like there's a lot I'm not too sure about. What is this thing? Probes down? What are probes? Power for altitude, pitch for airspeed. Yeah, I mean that's generally how it's done. Oh yeah, brakes don't work. Is a landing on the water similar to a soft field? I guess. There's a little bit more to it. Oh, I'm picking up water. That's what that does. How do I dump it? Ooh, we're gonna go dump water on something. All right, full power. Let's go. All right. Ooh, ooh. Okay, okay, come on. Oh, I'm a lot heavier now. I might need another notch of flaps to actually get off the water. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, we are full. Oh, we are fat. We are fat now. Holy shit. So yeah, a soft field or a soft field landing. You're still trying to get there. You're trying to not touch down very hard. You're still like kind of at a nose high attitude. You want to keep the nose wheel up. But when it comes to a seaplane landing, what I've heard it more be related to is a wheel landing for a tail dragger. Yeah, it is heavy. I put a lot of water in this thing. Now, how do we dump it? How do we dump it? Oh, my ITTs are high. Let's bring my torque back into the green range. Okay, so... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're gonna die! Woo! Okay, I need to get rid of this water. Nah. I need to just keep it out of the red. How do I get rid of this water? How do I get rid of the water? Okay, none of these are opening. Oh, did I do something? Okay, those are fires. Nope, nope, not getting rid of it. It's on the yoke. Oh, water dump. Oh, damn, that dumped. Okay, 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 okay. Let's go get some more water then. All right. Oh, my engines are too hot. Yes, I am aware. I am aware that I overheated my engines. Okay. Engines are cooling down. Engines are cooling down. Now, let's go ahead and probes down. And we're going to go scoop up some more water. Do I have a button on the yoke for it? No, I don't. Just dump water on them. I might be online. I'm not sure. I don't really like make an effort to be online. So it's very possible that I am online. Okay. Flaps. All right, flaps are down. A little bit more power in here to control this descent rate. There we go. Let's watch our water. Yes, I am aware of whatever engine malfunction you're talking about. Okay, scooping, 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 scooping. Porpoising. Full of water. Porpoising, porpoising. Ah, not good, not good, not good. Get the probes up. There we go. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, really ironic for a firefighting airplane to catch fire. All right, all right. Let's get those props back so we can try and cool down these engines. All right, all right. Let's see if we can go dump this water on something. This thing is heavy when it is full of water. Oh my God. Oh, hard IFR. Why is the water not leaving now? What am I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Oh, look at all that water. Okay, that was kind of cool. Oh, all right, all right. That was stressful. Okay, let's go ahead and head over here. We've been at this for I don't know how many hours at this point, and I'm gonna be. Oh, we've been at this for 3 hours. I'm getting a little sleepy. I got shit I got to do too. I got to figure out how to set up this Tobii eye tracker thing too. So as always, it is an absolute blast hanging out with y'all. Make sure come back whenever I'm live. I don't really have a schedule just yet. Whether it be from I don't have a schedule for my work or these lives. So just show back up. Now, if you haven't dropped a follow over on YouTube, please do so. That's where a majority of this content's going to be coming out from now on, given that we're not really sure if TikTok's going to be around for very much longer. So Cheese Pilot over on YouTube, go drop a follow over there, and we'll see y'all around. All right.